Do not fear when Saturn goes retrograde. This might just be your saving grace. Saturn is going to be going retrograde on July 27th, 2026 until November 11th. And I am here to tell you what this means for your personal horoscope, ascendant sign, and moon sign. My name is Vino Dinidasi. I am a Vedic astrologer, author, and practitioner of Bhakti Yoga. So if you are into Vedic astrology, ancient knowledge, and self-development, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. When Saturn goes retrograde, a lot of people may fear this moment, but in reality, it might just be the saving grace that we are looking for, because when Saturn goes retrograde, the internal energies of this karmic hardship that Saturn naturally brings into our lives become internal, giving us a breather from the karmic baggage and the karmic lessons that Saturn is constantly teaching us. Therefore, when Saturn goes retrograde, is giving us a chance to actually start seeing some of the fruits of our hard labor. When it is going forward, Saturn is giving us major karmic lessons, teaching us some really important things, giving us that strength of becoming adults and maturing in our life. And this sometimes can become very hard and very difficult. But once it goes retrograde, the heaviness of this planet subsides and we are able, and it goes introverted. And so we are able to actually start seeing like, oh, the hard work that I've been doing is actually for something. The hardships that I've been enduring are actually paying off at this time. Therefore, Saturn retrograde is giving us a chance to truly start seeing how far we have come, to start seeing some of the results of our hard labor, and so that we're able to harvest those seeds of intention and those efforts that we've been putting in our growth. So let us look for what this means for each individual ascendant sign and moon sign for Vedic astrology. Welcome, Aries ascendant, to your horoscope for Saturn going retrograde. This also works if you have your moon in the energies of Aries. As an ascendant is what you're going to be experiencing externally, and as the moon is what you're going to be experiencing internally. So here, when we have Saturn in the 12th house, you've been having a lot of learning around letting things go, letting things be bygones, closing chapters in your life, simplifying your life, and really getting yourself ready for a whole new 30-year chapter that will begin next year. And Saturn has been tediously cleaning out the closet of skeletons, your subconscious, your past, and all these lower tendencies of yourself, and really taking you into a whole new era. Now, when Saturn is going retrograde, this is giving you now a chance of a breather from so much karmic letting goes. If you've been feeling like life has just been one thing after the other, where it's just like hitting you with this loss or another issue, or something from the past comes back, or another situation is showing up at this time, then this is the moment when you're finally going to be getting a breather out of this and not have so much of an intense situation happening in your life. This is going to be very, very beneficial for you, and it's finally going to start giving the fruits of your labor in spirituality. And if you have not had the time to do your spirituality, because that's really the karmic thing here, is that Saturn does want you to take consideration of your spiritual energy, to take consideration of your spiritual vibes, to take consideration of how important it is to do your spiritual practices, but you have not had the time, then this is now the perfect moment where you are finally going to be able to take in more of that meditation, that chanting, that yoga, that healing, internal healing that you really are seeking to have. This is the perfect time for you to reconsider doing that spiritual retreat, to reconsider having a pilgrimage, to reconsider doing your spiritual growth, or to reconsider going on a faraway land and kind of having a little bit of a vacation or some time for yourself, or alone time. That is when you're going to be able to really bear the beautiful fruit of this time. It is not a time of a lot of external things. It is a time of a lot of richness from within. If some of you guys have been waiting for any sort of visas or residencies or any faraway travels that you've been wanting to take, this could be the time where either we gain some more delays or you finally start getting some sort of improvement in these issues at this time. Now, it is very important for you to take care of your feet, my beautiful Aries, for you to also take care of any sort of sleeping disorders that may come up at this time, or any lymphatic issues that may show up. So it is a time for also taking care of your health, and that is because we still are having this aspect to the 6th house that Saturn is currently doing. And so with that aspect to the 6th house, we may encounter some of these problems with our health, with organizing our daily life and making sure that we are following our routines, our nutrition, and our healthy lifestyle. This is a time for you to really do the karmic service that needs to be required, so that there's no problems with enemies or co-workers or people that may be coming up and making things harder for you. So it is very important that even though you're doing your spiritual practices, you are also attending to the miscellaneous things of the day that need to be attended to, so that they don't end up overwhelming you or making things worse for you. Understanding that part of health also requires relaxation, sleep, meditation. And if you do these things where it's not just an energy of overdriving your nervous system, but it's also relaxing your nervous system and bringing some more balance to that, you will find more health in your life. And with that, we also have the 3rd aspect on the 2nd house here that Saturn is going to be doing. So it is a time of a lot of family matters, taking care of family issues, organizing family situations. It is also a time for you to also really organize your eating habits, that your eating habits and nutrition also lead to a better health in your life, which is going to be very, very important. It's also a time to, think about your finances, because this is the house of losses. Because you may have to pay some things or get some things done, this is a time to kind of reorganize your financial situation, making sure that things are in order, things are set, so that there's a balance between the spending and the gaining that you're also having at this time. And also savings is very important for you to practice a lot of saving your money during the Saturn retrograde. Now, when it comes to the 10th aspect of Saturn, now we have it in the 9th house. And here Saturn is trying to really help you put in order anything that has to do with visas, legalities, things that need to do with residencies. Again, this might be a big topic. It might be tedious, but you may be seeing some more growth or some more advancement happening during the Saturn retrograde. And also anything that has to do with father, moral figure, teachers, gurus. If you're currently in school, like if you have been working really hard at these things, really working at creating better relationship with your father, or you have been, working a lot at passing your grades in college or in university, or deciding to go back to school, and it has been a very difficult time, then now I see that things are going to lighten up for you and they're going to start giving results. But do not take away your discipline and your responsibility. This needs to still keep going here for you, and making sure that you are being very respectful towards your authority figures, especially fatherly authority figures at this time. And one of the greatest blessings that Saturn in the 12th is giving you is that this is the perfect time for you to finally break a bad habit that has been following you for a very long time. If it's an addiction, if it's alcoholism, if it's workaholism, if it's negative thinking, if it's pornography, if it's any sort of bad habit that it's holding you down, that is keeping you small. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with substances. For some of you guys will be substances, but for others of you, it will actually be some internal thing. Either we're addicted to complaining, to judging, to shame, to guilt, to keeping ourselves small, whatever it may be. This is the time for you to truly transform this energy and no longer live with this, and to finally liberate yourself from these invisible chains in your subconscious. Now, final messages for Saturn and Aries is that we have Surrendering to what is the biggest thing here. Not wanting to change things, not wanting to force things to be different, not being upset that things are not this way or that way. Like, just surrender to what is. Understand that everything has its time. Divine timing is here for you. So the more you just surrender to what is and accept the moment exactly as it is, and you're not trying to force something else, change it or shame it, then you will be able to get a better result at this time with Saturn going retrograde. We also have surrender to God at this time. This is the moment for you to just surrender to God. You are learning about surrendering and learning that the more you surrender, instead of trying to control, instead of trying to force, you are going to get better results in your life. And to trust the fact that if God is not giving you something, or God is taking away something in your life, it's not because you are a loser or you're not doing something right or you deserve this. No. God's rejection is God's salvation. And understanding that this is grace, it's not like you're going to end up empty-handed for the rest of your life. You will find something that is going to fulfill you once again, but things need to we need to make space for these things first and foremost. So surrender your attachment to results. Surrender forcing things to be a certain way. Practice just bringing down a little bit of your will and just detach from some time, especially since it's moving retrograde. This 11th house is being activated, saying, I will work better at giving you your dreams and aspirations and gains if you detach a little bit from your expected results that you want for something. And remember, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you are not entitled to the work, to the fruits of your labor. You are entitled just to the duty and to the work. So working and doing what we need to do with this detachment is the best way to manage the energies of our lives. And that's how we also get the miracles that we really want to have in our lives. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages for the Saturn retrograde. If you would like to join me at the Saturn retrograde reset, a 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st, definitely book your spot in the description here below. You will find the link to book that. And also, if you are thinking of getting a personal reading by me, then check out the description here below to check out the link of how to book a consultation with me. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what is your intentions for this Saturn retrograde. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn retrograde, which is going to be happening in your 11th house of dreams and aspirations, of your connections, collaborations, friendships, and your older brothers and siblings. So here we have a very powerful time for you, my beautiful Taurus, because you have been working very hard towards some dream, some aspiration. You've been working very hard at expanding your circles of friends, getting better friendships in your life and better collaborations in your life. You've been understanding the importance of connecting to a community, connecting to other people. That isolation is going to keep you small. And so even though it has been a little bit difficult to get out of this comfort zone, and even though maybe some of you guys lost friends in the way, there is something here where you have been working very diligently towards your dreams and aspirations. Now, when Saturn is going to be going retrograde, it's going to be internalizing a lot of this energy and taking away some of that karmic energy. So this could be a time where friends from the past resurface, or old connections kind of resurface once again. You get to see somebody that you haven't seen in a very, very long time. And there's this sort of karmic circles that you're meant to be around with also may resurface at this time. So Saturn here is now allowing for the connection and the collaborations to come and happen more naturally for you. There might also be some delay in the fulfilling of large goals or group projects. However, you're going to start seeing results. You're going to start seeing that things are moving along. Maybe it's not the ultimate goal yet. You're still working towards these things, but you are going to get a glimpse of like, okay, like I'm getting somewhere. This is happening. This is working for me. I have to just persevere and stay strong. That is what Saturn wants to see. Are you going to give up? Especially if you're working any sort of channel, or starting a company, or starting to do some sort of influence, or starting some sort of community. It might be tedious, and it might be this sort of slow growth, but it is a solid growth. It is a growth that is going to be sustainable, and it's going to be there with you, a real community that is going to be behind you. So Saturn here will be helping you with all of these things. At the same time, there might be a stagnancy in your income if there's not enough discipline. So we must keep that discipline and consistency going here so that the income is still moving forward, the gains are still moving forward. So do not slow down, do not get lazy, okay? Even though Saturn is going retrograde, you will see better results now if you stay consistent and if you stay disciplined in what you're growing and in the gains that you're trying to accumulate at this time. This is also a time for you to find partnerships that are a lot more mature for you, and for you to get out of your comfort zone and find people that are better than you, that are associations that are going to actually make you better than the normal associations that you may have at this time. So people you can look up to, people that can really help you, people that can lift you. This is a great time for this. And do not become lazy in the connection with your social circle, in the connection with your social media, in the connection with your friendships. There might be some sort of disconnection that you're having at this time, or Saturn may be kind of delaying things, but Saturn now going retrograde is giving you the chance for you to kind of rekindle these connections and these associations. Also, we have a third aspect on you, my beautiful Taurus. So this is a very, very powerful time where you are solidifying your self-esteem, okay? You are solidifying your body image at this time. You may be going through changes in your body that were not there before. You may be feeling pains in your body that weren't there before. Well, this is just trying to help you come into more focus on what the importance of your body is, how we have to take care of your body, how we have to take care of your image, how we have to take care of your look, how we have to take care of, how you present yourself. And Saturn wants you to put discipline in these things at this time. So the challenge may be that, you might not be in the mood to go to the gym, or you might not be in the mood to, eat better, or you might not be in the mood to change your routine and exercises. But this is a time for you to really focus on your image, your body, and how you're presenting yourself into the world. So this is a great chance to help you have more self-esteem. If you have been working on these things, then you're going to start seeing some great results very, very soon when Saturn goes retrograde. But it is also going to reveal for you where it is that you have not been having enough self-esteem in yourself. Now, we also have the seventh aspect, which is going to be on the fifth house, my beautiful Taurus. And so this is definitely going to be bringing like past romantic entanglements from the past, maybe coming back for some of you guys who are single. It may be also rethinking any creative paths at this time. You are somebody who's extremely creative. So this is a time where you are rethinking, like, okay, is this the creative, path that I want to take? Am I really, utilizing my talents in the right ways? Am I really utilizing my intelligence, the way that I express myself? Am I really showcasing it? Am I hiding it? Because this has to do a lot with your ability to make your dreams come true and your self-esteem. So everything right now, Saturn is really trying to help you to get to a whole new level of your own personal growth, that you are no longer in this sort of limited energy, and to take yourself very seriously, not just your image, but also take your dreams and also take your creative pursuits very seriously, and understanding that maybe you can't do everything, that you can be the one that, has like gazillions of talents and creates all these projects, but at least choose 3 max that you can really focus and give your attention to and pour your energy into. This is also going to help with the connection with your children at this time, if you have any children. If some of you guys have been having problems becoming pregnant, conceiving, then this is also going to be lifted. It's going to help you to conceive easier at this time. Saturn is going to also give you an easier way for you to flow with your creative energies. If there was some delay in your creative projects, this is a time where you're going to see that, okay, now I want to do them. I'm getting back into the groove. I'm getting back into the energies, and there's not going to be so much procrastination of these things anymore. So it is a perfect time where we want to educate ourselves. Okay. So anything that is going to expand your intelligence at this time will be fantastic, and Saturn wants to see that discipline in you. So a great time to educate, a great time to pursue any sort of new thing that is going to help you polish your creative energies at this time. And also it is a great time to finish those creative projects as well, if there is some creative projects you've been working on. And when I mean creative projects, I just don't mean art. I also mean like businesses or anything where you're using your intelligence at this time. Now, the 10th aspect that we have Saturn here, it is happening in the energies of the 8th house. So this is not just a physical transformation that you're having, in a revival of your passions to take yourself seriously, but also with the 10th aspect in the 8th house, this is making it to be very deep and personal, and it's digging at the inside psychology of yourself. Like, okay, time to release these insecurities. Like, these things cannot live here anymore. We need to solidify a stronger sense of mind, of perception about yourself and your world. And so this can sometimes be a time where these secrets, this shame, these things that have been hidden within us, these dark dragons, these lower tendencies, these fears are going to come up to the surface. And Saturn going retrograde is going to help you to not make it feel so karmic and intense. Is going to help you become more brave to face these things and to finally transmute and transform. You're no longer going to want to not see them or reject them, but there's going to be this openness to like, okay, I want to see that shadow. I want to overcome the shadow because I'm ready to become a better version of myself. If there's been inheritance that have been like in some sort of stallment, and inheritance have been a little bit difficult at this time, things are going to start resurfacing and moving forward. Any issues with taxes, any issues, delays in loans, delays in grants, delays in problems with shared resources, they're going to start rising once again here for you, and they're going to be able to transform. If there's been some disconnection with your sexuality, with your intimacy, with the connection that you have with your partner, and you guys maybe feel like the intimacy has died down, then this is a time where we get a little bit of a breather for you to explore this and to revive this energy at this time. So it is very important to revisit these old traumas and to heal them with a new maturity that you have actually accumulated during the time that Saturn has been moving forward here. We also have a network karma that is under scrutiny. So it is very important for you to not have any sort of superficial bonds, and to make the effort to deepen your bonds a little bit more with other people, and to make them be something that is meaningful to you. So putting the energy to deepen your connections, your friendships, not just keep them superficial, to connect with them, to answer the phone, to call them, to message them, to seem present and to be there present and with them. That is going to give you great reward, because it is the time where you are practicing expressing all these qualities about yourself instead of hiding. So it is an ideal time to work with older and wiser friends and mentors, as I mentioned. So definitely go towards those types of people at this time. And it is a time where we're going to be gaining more time and clarity in our lives. Okay, so this is going to be fantastic for you. Let us look a little bit deeper into your messages here, Taurus. What else do we have for Taurus for this Saturn going retrograde for Taurus? And the messages is an opportunity to forgive, Taurus, an opportunity to forgive yourself, let go of the past and these pains and hurts and shames that we may have, forgiving your identity, yourself, and also forgiving your children, romantic partners, and any sort of friendships and collaborations in groups of people as well. It is time for you to notice the signs. There's going to be a lot of serendipity during this Saturn retrograde that is going to show you many ways for you to see deeper into your life, and it is truly trying to take you into your life purpose, and it's molding every single part of you so that you can step into this greater sense of self. So those are your messages, my beautiful Taurus. I highly suggest that you come and join us at the Saturn retrograde reset, to our workshop that I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. And if you want to book your spot, there's limited spots. It's going to be in the description here below. You can book it today. Alrighty, alright, Taurus. Those were your messages. And if you would like a specific message, then definitely book a consultation with me. In the description here below, you will find how to book one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the likes and the hypes. And please let me know in the comments, what are your intentions for this powerful Saturn retrograde? And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn retrograde time. And for you, Saturn retrograde, Saturn has been giving you some major lessons because it's sitting in your house of karma. And Saturn is the planet of destiny. It's the planet that teaches us how we're going to be getting to our destiny, what we came here to do, and the responsibilities that we have towards the world and towards society. And so here Saturn is now in this 10th house, and it has been giving you some massive growth and massive lessons on how to really assert yourself at work. So this karmic baggage has not been easy for you, my beautiful Gemini, but it has really helped you to become a better version of yourself, a more mature version of yourself. And now that Saturn is going to be going retrograde, yes, it's going to be looking back into this 9th house, really testing your ability to believe in yourself and to release any outdated beliefs about yourself that are no longer working. And with that is going to bring back any sort of bosses or authority figures that may be from the past. They may be returning at this time. And so how you handle that, that's going to be up to you. But just know that these authority figures may come back and may help you to, shift things in your career at this time. Also professionally, you may be asked to redo a task or to re-earn your reputation, redo something. And we do have Mercury retrograding in your sign during right at the moment that this Saturn is going to start going retrograde as well. So it's almost kind of preparing you for this energy, Gemini, that we may have to be okay with reconstructing our reputation and reconstructing something about our work or our profession. Don't see this to be bad. See this as like I'm doing a double enforced foundation for my career to really last a lifetime here. At the same time, we have a lot of energies that are also going to start showing you some results in your career. So if things have been very karmic, difficult, it has just not given you a break, you have not been able to get a new job, or you have not been getting a break with your bosses, or it's just been one thing after the other, like Saturn going retrograde and internalizing this energy will help you to kind of get a breather from all this intensity, and is going to help you to start seeing that the fruits of your labor and the efforts that you've been putting to grow your career will start showing you that they have not been for nothing. Now, the third aspect that we have here, it's in your 12th house. And so there is a lot of subconscious things that are resurfacing for you when it comes to your purpose in life, your career, what you came here to do, and your identity around your career. And so this has been very, very delicate. It has really touched a deep fiber within you of your subconscious, and it's really transforming you from the within. So there is a lot of spiritual growth that is also happening here for you. And trust that these shifts, this grace, for how uncomfortable it may be, is actually really helping you to prepare for something greater, bigger, and better that is about to come into your life. Now, any sort of secret deals or international partnerships may be in a little bit more of a delayed at this time. So don't count on those things too much at this time. Be patient with the growth of that, and do take some time to take seriously your spiritual practices so that you're able to kind of cleanse yourself and purge yourself from these lower energies that have not been allowed you to really grow as much as you can in your profession and your career. The 7th aspect is happening in your 4th house. And this is everything that has to do with real estate matters, your home matters, mother matters, family matters, and maternal responsibilities are sort of reawakening at this time. So there might be some things that have been difficult with family or that they need your attention that you have to also be responsible with. And this has been the balance that you have mostly been dealing with. My home life and work life. How can I bring balance to these two things? Especially if you work from home, this could be even more difficult for you to be able to find like the boundaries between these two things. And so here Saturn retrograde is really trying to help you to fully understand this, to fully put it in order, to fully be able to attend to these two things and to have a defined boundary within yourself so that you don't get overwhelmed and mixed up with these two situations, your home life and your career life. At this time, we must not ignore some responsibilities with the home. There needs to be some responsibilities that need to be taken care of, and that will only support as well your career at the same time. Now, there is also vehicles, land, and emotional stability maybe going through some sort of slow reconstruction at this time. So take care of your vehicles. Take care of your home, take care of your land, and understand that you are also going through like an emotional transformation at this time to truly find the joy and the happiness that comes from following your career, your purpose in life, and also finding the happiness of being with your family, with your loved ones, to release any sort of subconscious patterns that have been holding you back. If there's any animosity from the past with family or issues with mother, it's like these things may not allow you to really fulfill that, to really feel that full happiness. So there is some sort of reconstruction, emotional reconstruction that is happening at the same time that you are also reconstructing your career at the same time. So there's also a 10th aspect that is happening here on the 7th house. So 2 of your Kendra houses, 3 of your Kendra houses are activated with the Saturn in the 10th house. And you, my beautiful Gemini, are going through like one of the deepest transformations with this Saturn transiting here. And I want you to just take a moment and like really acknowledge how far you have emotionally come. Yes, maybe you're not exactly where you want to be, but oh my goodness, you have gone through some major maturity growth in many aspects of your life. And that is something that deserves to be celebrated and acknowledged. So with this 10th aspect in the 7th house, there might be some karma with spouse or business partners that also resurface at this time. Saturn going retrograde may give you the chance for you to get better business partners, to open up the doors to finding the right business partners for yourself, and also to have a better situation with your relationship. So it's like it's also allowing for your partnerships to mature. And this maturity is going to help you to have a more solid ground in life and in your purpose in life. So Saturn is going to expose any sort of unequal partnerships that are just bringing you down, that are not helping you. It is also going to help you lead for some of you guys, that is just a really karmic bad relationship for you, that it's not going to help you grow. It may lead to a separation. It might lead to an ending at this time. Or if it is a good relationship for yourself that is going to benefit you in the future, it may also lead to a great reconciliation. So here we're solidifying the relationships that are meant to truly be in your life and really releasing what is not really meant to help you to grow at the best version of yourself. So work becomes more about a long-term impact than to have some short-term gains. You're thinking more into the future. You're thinking more long-term. You're thinking more like, okay, what really requires for me to put intention that is going to be worth it and sustainable for a very long time. At the same time, responsibilities may feel really heavy in many aspects of your life, from not just your career, but home life and also your relationships. But the impact is going to be something that is going to help you really create some very strong foundations in your life. So just know that it's all going to be worth it for how difficult it might be at this time. The health of elders in the family needs attention, so do not dismiss that, especially if it's your mother or your spouse. And it's a time to reconstruct your public image and career goals. Embrace it in that way. Don't see it as like a failure. See it as a great opportunity to really build it right this time and how you really want to have it. And right before the Saturn return, we also, Saturn retrograde, we also have Mercury going retrograde in your sign. So it's already giving you the clues of what we need to redo, and doing the redoing will actually bring you better success. Other messages for Gemini when it comes to Saturn going retrograde, we have visualize abundance in all its forms. Through this process, do not let negativity, pessimism get the best of you. Okay, remember, because Saturn is now looking at this 9th house, we have to have faith. We have to have optimism. We have to let go of self-limiting beliefs. Practice visualizing that everything is moving, even if it's moving slow. Visualize success, growth, determination, the stability of your home and your family and your career. Like, visualize how this growth and maturity is actually going to be something beautiful for yourself. Also, we have the cooperation instead of competition. So really work together with others. Okay, learn to work well with others, learn to create that leadership energy, learn to come together with other people and friendships and co-workers and authority figures. Like, don't compete, don't do things alone, do them in groups. That is going to be better for you. And we also have bountiful nature. That is that aspect to the 12th house. Is like, remember that we need some time for meditation, for disconnecting, for connecting with nature. That is also going to help you to see that there's abundance all around you, and you are no exception to that abundance yourself. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages for this Saturn going retrograde. I hope that they help, and I highly encourage you to come and join us at the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. You can book your spot in the description here below. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages. If you would like a personal reading, then definitely book one in the description below as well. Thank you so much for being here. If you like these messages, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what your intentions are for this Saturn moving retrograde. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to this horoscope for Saturn going retrograde. And for you, Saturn has been in the energies of the 9th house. The 9th house is the house of our gurus, our teachers, our belief systems, our expansion, our faith. And at this time, you have been going through a test of faith where your fortune may not be coming in as quick as it used to, or, good luck is kind of very, it's something that is not just coming in very quickly. There could be this sort of stallment in your studies, or disconnection from your father or from your teachers or gurus. And so there's this sort of karmic energy that is propelling you to say that it's not, we have to really count on ourselves, and we have to really build a strong sense of self-belief so that we can move forward. This is also telling you that maybe if, studying something could have been very tedious at this time. Maybe some of you guys even dropped out of school, but Saturn here wants you to not give up, wants you to work hard, wants you to understand the importance of higher education. And even though it might be difficult, it is what's going to really construct you into really creating the Dharma that you came here to accomplish. So now that it's going to be going retrograde, this is a time for you to truly, truly see your relationship with your belief systems, God, religion, philosophy in life, whatever your beliefs are. This is a time for you to create a new optimal, more better framework of really understanding your spiritual calling, and at the same time to revise how your belief systems are either serving you or not serving you. Are they giving you more faith, or are they giving you more of a sense of skepticism and negativity in your life? Any legal or university matters may pause or reverse at this time. For some of you guys who are in school, maybe others of you who are currently studying, there might be some pause or delays. But if you have been in school for a very long time, if you have been studying for a very long time, then this is a time where life may start giving you, you may start seeing the results that, okay, I'm moving forward. It may be slow, it may be tedious, but I am moving forward with my education and what I need to do. If you abandoned some of the learning in the past, this could be a time to revise it and bring it back, and to finish those studies as well. So it's going to be different for everybody. Now, the there might also be, if there was some sort of delays with your visas or with any sort of residencies, then this is a time where Saturn is going to help you to move forward in a better situation. And you might start seeing like, okay, it's not moving as fast as I wanted to move, but at least we are making some progress little by little. So that is going to be very, very important. Now, the third aspect that we have of Saturn in this house is going to be the 11th house. And so this is also a time where delays in recognition and social rewards may happen, but it is also trying to ask you to take very seriously your associations. Your associations can really build your belief systems. So whoever you hang out with the most, you may also adopt the qualities of these people. So it is important for you to take very seriously your associations, who you hang out with, who do you listen from, who do you open up to. And if you don't at all, and if you're just completely isolated, then Saturn is also teaching you that this is also not very good, that it is important for you to open up, to find good friends, to find good communities, even if you think nobody understands you, nobody gets you, everybody else is like stupid. Why do I want to be friends with them? Give people a chance, give associations a chance, give communities a chance. And you might just be surprised, that there could be something that you can learn from them, that there could be something that you can both do together. So Saturn here is really trying to help you to open your mind up and to release any sort of antisocialness that actually is not helping you to grow. And it keeps you in this sort of more negative state and skepticism and feeling a sense of loneliness and feeling misunderstood. So what could help is having friendships with older or foreign people may be something better for you at this time. So connect with those types of people, and that could really give you more solace and to feel like, okay, I'm learning from somebody wiser who can really help you to see things with a better perspective and with more faith and optimism. Now, the 7th aspect is happening on the 3rd house for my beautiful Cancers that Saturn is creating here. So your communication may be blocked a little bit, especially with your siblings. And it is important for you right now to really have a lot of courage in yourself. That is a test that is happening here. So the courage, do you believe? Are you courageous enough to believe in yourself? Are you courageous enough to know that good things will happen in your life? Are you courageous enough to go and talk to those strangers, to go and talk to those people, to become part of that group of friends, to become part of that community, to start that community? So a lot of this is in the basis of your own courage, and that you just don't use your negativity to be like, well, what do I want to ever even get out of my comfort zone? Like, who cares? Like, who wants to be friends with those people? Like, to shift this and to see it as like a cowardice is because you don't want to open up and be rejected, or because, what? Because eventually God can really answer a lot of your prayers through other people. But it requires you to put some effort outside, to put some courage, and to not get too in this mood of self-sabotage and pessimism. It is also trying to really help you to see these patterns, mental patterns that are dictating your perceptions in life that may not be helping you at this time. Also, we have in the 7th aspect, it's the 3rd house here. So past writings that you were doing may come back. Communication errors may happen very easily. So, listen more, speak with conviction, and think about before you just speak. There could also be some unexpected truths that resurface at this time. Truths about yourself, truths about others. So open communication, a healing of your throat chakra is really happening here at this time with the Saturn going retrograde. Definitely take advantage of this, because as we transform and heal our third chakra, we're able to actually go into this healing of the mindset and our perception as well. Then the 10th aspect is happening on the 6th house of service for you, my beautiful Cancer. So this is a time for you to really, really take care of your health, okay? Any health issues may come back here. So if you have not been taking care of your health, especially any gut issues or especially any immunity issues, this may be a time for you to really assess these things. If you have been working very hard on your health, then this could be the time where you finally see some great results that are coming for you for how hard you have been working. But if you've been neglecting it, then this is the time where they might resurface at this time. There could also be an energy where there could be some conflicts at work. So again, how do you manage the conflicts of life? How do you manage issues of life that show up every single day, not just from your coworkers, but from diseases, illnesses, problems, issues, obstacles? It requires that sense of courage. It requires that ability for you to communicate in the right manner so that you are able to negotiate or overcome these obstacles. And it requires for you to start from a sense of belief, like where are your beliefs really standing? The optimism, the growth, your own sense of faith for yourself and your future, that has to be your shield and your sword in these moments of difficulties in your life. So this is definitely a very powerful time for you. So pay attention to those things. Any karma with teachers, gurus, or father figures are going to go through some sort of rebalancing here. So if there is any father issues, if there's any guru issues, if there's any sort of wounds around these authority fatherly figures, this is the perfect time to rebalance these things and to gain a sense of mercy and reconnection with them. And last but not least, any old travel plans or visas may return and finally come to a closure for you, my beautiful Cancer. So those are your messages. I'm going to pull some final messages here for you, my beautiful Cancer, when it comes to Saturn going retrograde for Cancer. And we have a shower of abundance. So there is, for some of you guys, finally some abundance coming to you. Some abundant energy coming to you. If you have been worrying about your finances, if you have been worrying about your abundance, if you have been worrying about the fortune of your growth, of financial growth, this is a time to reconnect with God. This is a time to really align. It's like a poor person is, it has a poor mentality. So reconstructing our mind for this growth, this financial wealth, this gratitude, and so that the fortune can really come into our lives. But there is showing that there could be some shower of abundance that comes here for you. So be open to it. Believe in it. Okay. Joy is going to be so important for you, Cancer. And I know that life may seem like so down, but you have to dig deep for that joy. Dig deep for that joy of life, even in the times where things may not seem so perfect and grand. And that is going to help you to have more faith, to open yourself up to the miracles, to open up to the fortune that life wants to give you. It's like, that's the test of Saturn. It's like, okay, if I take away your fortune, are you still going to be happy? Can you be strong enough to still have joy in your life? And last but not least, what do you desire? So that is really the question here, because Saturn is really trying to help you to see, what is your dharma? What do you really desire? Stop looking at everybody else's gold and how they're doing it, and like bet on yourself, bet on you, and believe in your own capabilities. So those are your messages. During the Saturn retrograde, you will finally be able to understand your desires. Those are your messages, Cancer. If you like them, make sure to give me a like and a hype. And please come and join us at the Saturn retrograde reset, a 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on the 1st of August. There's limited spots. You can get your spot in the description here below. Alrighty, Cancer, those were your messages. Thank you so much for being here. Truly, truly appreciate you so much. And if you want a personal reading, you can also book one in the description here below. Thank you so much, Cancer. If you like them, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments, what is your intention for this Saturn going retrograde? And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn retrograde horoscope. And for you, this Saturn is in the 8th house. You are in a very, very important time in your life. And this is never a very easy aspect, but it's definitely worth it at the end, because it purifies you from so much darkness and internal conflict. With this Saturn retrograde, you may start feeling some deep psychological patterns and karmic debts are actually starting to resurface. So we understand that Saturn in the 8th house is trying to clean out your psyche from fear, shame, guilt, or any of your shadow energy or shadow self. And it wants you to confront this. So during the retrograde time, these things are going to have an opening to truly come up. During the time that it's moving forward, there was a little bit more of a sense of controlling and not feeling vulnerable. But now this is a time where it is best for you to be vulnerable, let the vulnerability come, and let these things just pass through, resurface, so that they don't get deeper and deeper encrusted inside your psyche. The third aspect of Saturn is going to be happening in your 10th house. And so with this energy, it is very important for you to maybe feeling like some pressure in your career, and then some karmic reviews that may be happening in your career at this time. So how you attach your self-esteem to your career, how you approach career and leadership and authority figures is one of the main things here. And so it requires for you to clean out the deeper vulnerabilities and insecurities within yourself so that you can start rising up to a better situation when it comes to career at this time. Now, the 7th aspect. Now, one more thing before we move into the 7th aspect. The third aspect here on the 10th house is also going to be a situation where maybe you have to kind of step back from a loss of, like, from pursuing a status. Is not like you're never going to have it, but it's a little bit of a delay that happens here that is trying to help you focus on the internal things of yourself so that you do not get distracted with the external world and just burying your energy into a job so that you don't have to think about the inner world. That is the reason why this is happening. It's temporary, and it's going to help you regain your status with more maturity and with more of a sense of true authenticity within you. Now, the 7th aspect is happening in the 2nd house of money and family. And so family karma may resurface at this time. You may start noticing how your karma played out a role in your insecurities, in your shadow self, in your fears and traumas. And this is a great time to heal these things. It could heal very good with therapy. This is a great time to do therapy. This is a great time to have an astrological reading with me, or to do any sort of healing where you really want to tackle down these inner demons at this time. And you can finally heal some issues with family from the past. There's also wealth and discipline returns at this time. So it is very important to take care of your wealth, to take care of your savings, and to be disciplined in these things, and to understand that as you work more on your shadow self, as you overcome these fears within, you are going to be able to gain more abundance, prosperity, confidence within yourself. Now, it is very important that if there's any inheritance issues that may be coming up at this time, or any delays in inheritance, it is important to also do some financial planning. So this is a time where it wants you to organize your safety, your money, your abundance, your inheritances, and to be patient with this growth, and to understand that we can't ignore it, we can't neglect it, but we can't also be obsessing with it. It's like, trust the flow, be responsible, be disciplined, and you will get some really good results. Now, the 10th aspect, it is happening on the 5th house of children, romance, and your creative expression and your intelligence. And it's also the house of mantra. So here it is showing you that your creativity and children demand more responsibility at this time. So don't ignore this, my beautiful Leo. Be closer to your children if you have any children. And if you don't, then your creative projects are asking for more from you, are asking for you to be more responsible with them. Your romantic partners are also asking you to be more responsible, to not take it as a game, to not take it as some sort of dating game. It's like, be loyal, be responsible, and you're going to get a lot more results. Also, if you have been doing some mantra chanting and you haven't seen so much results with this energy of Saturn going retrograde, you're going to start seeing better results in your mantra chanting at this time. There could be some past lovers that come back, especially if you're single. There could be some past lovers from the past coming back. There could be some delayed pregnancies, if there's been delayed pregnancies. and failed creative projects and past romantic relationships, with this Saturn going retrograde is going to give you a chance for these things to kind of work a little bit better. It's not going to have such a karmic energy on them. So you may have better results with getting pregnant and conceiving. You may have better results with your children at this time if it's been going a little bit sour in your romantic relationships, and you may be getting a better situation now if there was some failed creative projects in the past. Now, the occult, astrology, tantra may be a time for you to really tap into these things, to tap into understanding more of these topics, metaphysics, especially intimacy, especially sexuality, how to learn to be vulnerable, how to accept pleasure, how to transform trauma through genuine pleasure, not like a physical pleasure, but like a true joy within, and to reteach your nervous system to be open to these things, because the nervous system can hold a lot of the trauma within us, and it keeps us in that sort of fight or flight state. So transforming that part of you could be something fantastic with the Saturn going retrograde in your 8th house. Mental health needs anchoring during this karmic energy, so seek help, seek professional help. You're not alone. You don't have to do it all alone. It's going to be a time where it's going to be valuable. It's going to give you results, and it's really going to pay off for you. And it's definitely worth it for you to just overcome these things that have been holding you back for such a while. So the time to heal any sexual trauma, the time to heal any intimacy wounds, the time to heal anything from the past is what Saturn really wants you to do at this time. Any insurances, taxes, or wills may need some updating at this time as well. So let us see what else do we have for Leo with the Saturn return. And we have surrender your comparison to other people. This could be something that really brings up a lot of wounds for you. Surrender your need to compare yourself to other people, to other people's path, to other people's lives. We may think that we know, but we never really know the pain that another person has to go through or live with when it comes to their own personal life. So don't compare yourself to no one or anything. You have your own life. Keep your eyes trained on yourself and your own personal growth. That is the best thing to do. Also, surrender to God. So it is a lot of surrendering and trusting that you have to go through this purge. You have to go through this healing. You have to go through this dark night of the soul so that you can get to your true dreams and aspirations. And the way to do this is that we do have to surrender your attachment to results. This is just going to get you more frustrated. This is just going to get you to compare yourself even more and to, take away the expectations. Take away these expectations on yourself, on your life, on your career, on your money, on your love life. And it's like, just do you and detach yourself, because that is going to be the best way for you to just, can you still do something without needing to have some sort of attachment to the result and how you want the result to be. This is really a time where your will, even though you're a very willed person, Leo, you're not going to be able to will this through. So it's going to show you that you're human, and that's okay. And as you just allow things and divine timing to happen, you're going to be getting better results, and you will get better results when you're not so attached to the results that you want. Alrighty, Leo, that's what your message is. Come and join us at the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a 2-hour workshop that we're going to be hosting on August 1st. It's going to be really great for you to handle this Saturn Retrograde in the best way. You can book your spot in the description here below. You will find the link. And also, if you would like a personal reading by me, then definitely book a consultation with me today. That could really help you during this time. And that is in the description here below. Alrighty, Leo, those were your messages. I hope you like them. And if you did, make sure to give me a like and a hype. And let me know in the comments, what is your intention for this Saturn going retrograde? And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn going retrograde. And for you, Saturn is going to be going retrograde in the house of partnerships, marriage, collaborations, connections, clients, and how you share yourself with others. This is the harmony of your relationships. And Saturn here usually gives us some very, very good, mature growth in our relationships. You could have been experiencing a lot of karmic baggage around your marriage if you're married, or around a relationship or a commitment, a business partnership, or if you're single, Saturn is really poking at you to really find a partner. Now that it's moving retrograde, it's going to be giving you a breather. And if you have been working really hard in sustaining and making your relationship stronger, you will see better results. And if you've been working hard on also maturing in your relationships, you're going to also see some great results. Now, it all depends of where you are in these relationships. If you really are in a relationship that is not good for you, then Saturn really wants you to just separate this. If it knows that this relationship is not going to go anywhere, it's not going to last, it's not going to grow, it's not going to really give you the future that you deserve, then this is the time to also have that separation come into your life. It is also asking for a sense of realignment, okay, and a deeper bonding with a spouse or a business partner if this is the partner for you. It's like strengthen your relationships, strengthen the relationships that are worth it in your life. That is what Saturn in the energies of retrograde wants to do in the 7th house. Now, the third aspect is going to be happening in your 9th house here, which is the house of faith, travel, and education. So these could go through some blocks at this time. You're studying, if you're learning something, if you're in school, if you're in university, if you're wanting to travel, if you have any visas or residencies or any sort of faith blocks at this time, like what you really believe in is going through a test and, kind of taking away your dependency on fortune and to really focus more on your ability to make things happen. So those are some of the things that you can definitely experience. And also be careful with any sort of disagreements with father or guru or fatherly figures or teachers. That could also bring some karmic baggage as well. If you did have this, then during this Saturn retrograde, it can give you an opportunity to be able to heal these things as well. Now, past teachers or ideologists, if there's been some conflicts here, they finally come to a closure. They finally release these issues and these obstacles in your life. So if that has been something that has been bothering you, or even father issues, this is definitely a time where you're going to also see that healed. Now, the 7th aspect is happening right on you, my beautiful Virgo. So Saturn here is definitely forcing you to mature, to grow, to transform yourself, to become more healthy physically, to really polish your personality, and to, understand what is your life path alignment, to take yourself seriously if you want your partnership and your relationships and business partnerships to also take you seriously. As you mature personally, your Saturn in the 7th house is also going to mature as well. So that is something that is definitely going to be showing you how you can take your relationships to a new level and grow in new ways that you haven't grown before. Now, at the same time, there is an identity crisis that could be happening here. You may be going through some existential crises or experiencing these things, like really asking yourself, like, who am I? What am I doing? And what is my relationship to others? And that is the maturity and the growth spurt that Saturn is trying to give you at this time. So trust it. Answer these questions, be patient with your growth, and know that this is just how Saturn is going to polish you to become a better version of yourself. Now, the 10th aspect that we have is happening in your 4th house. So we have here three Kendra houses activated with the energies of Saturn in the energies of Pisces. So it's really trying to reconstruct the basis of your life, your personal identity, your relationship with other people, business partners, and marriage and commitments. And now it's also looking into your past, your foundations of emotional foundations, your mother, your family, your home life, your residency. This is some important things that we cannot ignore at this time. So home repairs, emotional wounds from the past, inner child wounds that you may be experiencing, or any family karma that you have been ignoring is coming back and it's returning at this time. So Virgo, it is very important that you do not ignore the home matters, that you do not ignore the family matters, that you do not ignore this inner child and your past karmas and issues, and that you do address these things to become more emotionally secure, to forgive your past, to forgive your family, to make peace with these things, because that is where the true happiness can subside, can really come in. So very, very powerful energies here. Now, This could be a time where you may also need to serve the elderly, serve your mother, serve your family. There might be some relocations that happen, and it's a time for you to finish some unfinished business around your ancestral lineage. So very important time for you to really just tackle these things down and do not ignore the family issues, and to truly transform your past and family matters and ancestral matters. That's what Saturn wants you to really take care, and it's going to reward you as you do this. Your relationship and yourself will benefit from you forgiving your parents, especially your mother, and creating a better relationship with them. So marital contracts are going to be renegotiated for some of you guys. Some of you guys need to look over like your commitments with each other, how things are really going, what is it that you really want to create or do. So don't be afraid to renegotiate these things. Also seek long-term partnerships at this time, not any quick fix. Like if you're single, seek the person that you really want to marry. If you're in a business, seek the person you really want to have a business with, not just like like somebody quick and fast, so that you just fulfill that spot. Also, it is important that business deals from the past may resurface at this time. So check your business deals. Be thorough with your business deals. Be thorough with your contracts with other people. This is the time for you to not underestimate the power of negotiation and the power of diplomacy, and to understand that these contracts that you're making with other people are binding you. And so make sure that you are going through them and that they're binding you in the right ways. Legal cases could drag, but it demands discipline. So if you do have any legal situations, legal cases, do not let them sleep in the laurels. Be disciplined with them, be active with them, so that things can really move forward for the both of you and for you guys. Now let's look a little bit deeper into your messages here. What are some other messages that we have for Virgo when it comes to Saturn going retrograde for Virgo? So we have give this relationship a chance. So it's really telling you like you got to work on your relationships. We cannot just ignore them. We cannot just neglect them. We have to work at making them stronger, better. Work on your relationships, work on your partnerships, work on getting a relationship, work on your business partnerships. Put the effort into them and you will see great results. Also, a soulmate. Some of you guys may find a soulmate from a past life may come back, or this is your soulmate. Whoever you're thinking about, this is your soulmate. So it is a very deep connection, but there is some things you have to free yourself from. Toxic patterns in the relationship, toxic habits, toxic partnerships, whatever it may be. But this is definitely a time for you to take back your control in your life and to bring balance and interdependence within a relationship. So those are your messages, my beautiful Virgo. I highly suggest that you come and join us at the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a 2-hour workshop that I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. I have limited spots, so definitely book your spot in the description here below. Alrighty, Virgo, those were your messages. And if you want to have a personal reading by me, then I highly suggest that you book a consultation with me in the description here below, especially if it has to do with compatibility and love. Please let me know. And those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what is your intentions for this powerful Saturn retrograde. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn retrograde, which is happening in your 6th house of health, work, daily life, daily situations, daily routines, your enemies, and your debt. So this is actually a place where Saturn really wants to kind of organize your life. It wants to organize your life. It wants to organize your health. It wants to put your ducks in a row. And you could have been having some really strong karmic things going on when Saturn was moving forward. Now that it's moving backwards, is going to give you a breather, especially if you've been having a lot of karmic issues with health, a lot of karmic issues with debt, a lot of karmic issues with work, a lot of karmic issues with enemies around you. So Saturn here is definitely going to help you now that Saturn is moving retrograde. So this is definitely a time for payback now that Saturn is going to be going retrograde. It is a time for you to resolve any sort of conflicts and issues and obstacles that you've been going through at this time, any karmic issues that you've been going through at this time. So Saturn really wants you to take into consideration your daily life, your health, your routines, your wellness, and how it is that you're managing your time on a daily basis. And this doesn't mean to just be an overworking person, but to balance it. Just like you need to work, you also need to have the time of rest. Now, with the third aspect happening in the 8th house, this is truly having a massive transformation at a deep, deep level for you, Libra. Saturn right now is definitely hitting some very important parts of your chart, and life could have been feeling extremely karmic for you at this time. Because now the hidden power struggles, your shadow self, your fears, your insecurities, financial problems, intimacy problems, your insecurities, they're all being cleaned out. So not just your external life and your health, but your psychology is also going through a massive purge that needs to be rearranged. It needs to be healed. And so those things may resurface at this time. The things that you thought you healed may resurface at this time. And so this is a time for asking therapy, healing, psychiatry, psychology. Like, it would really, really help you to get to a new level and to really heal yourself from within and out. So it is all about healing yourself. Now, mental health, anxiety, any sort of subconscious fears, they're going to resurface. And so that's what I mean by do the work of the shadow work. Don't ignore these things. Don't try to pretend that you're under control and that everything is fine. Like, seek help, open up, be vulnerable, be honest, so that you can finally let go of this poison within. The 7th aspect is happening in the 12th house, another house that is asking to let go, to release. So it's not just your psyche being aspected here, your subconscious is also being aspected. And it's saying, we need to clean out this closet of skeletons. We need to clean out the whole thing here so that you can really heal. So it might be a time for isolation. It might be a time for foreign travel. It might be a time for maybe some hospital stays. Some of you guys may, God forbid, be isolated in a hospital, or, and also be very cautious with any jail time as well. Like, if you refuse to change these aspects, these negative qualities of yourself, it might even lead you to become isolated in a jail. So do it for yourself. Isolate yourself, do the healing, do the transformation, get vulnerable, change the habits, change the addictions, change the negative thoughts, the negative patterns. Like, truly focus on your personal healing at this time in all levels, and let go of the negativity, the bad habits, the past, the fears, the pains, the issues. Like, let go of all of it. This is the promise and the liberation that Saturn in retrograde wants to give you. Focus on breaking these addictions, improving your sleep, and also becoming more spiritually hygiene. Like, do the spiritual practices, and you will see that you're going to start really resurfacing and becoming a better version of yourself. The 10th aspect is happening in the 3rd house of effort. So this all requires effort, and this all requires courage. And that's where Saturn is aspecting. It's like, yes, it is difficult to go through a dark night of the soul. Yes, it is difficult to be unhealthy. Yes, it is difficult to hold on to so much burdens of the past, but it takes courage to let go, to forgive, to transform, to change, to be vulnerable. And that is the 3rd aspect that is happening here. So be courageous to speak your truth, to be honest, to be incredibly authentically honest with yourself. And as you express this, especially even journaling, you're going to be able to have a massive, massive transformation here. So any karmic stories with siblings, any with neighbors may return. Any karmic stories with like your capabilities, self-sabotaging tendencies, your negative thoughts may resurface as well. And it's because it wants you to be strong enough to cut these from the root and not have them, ruling your life anymore. Legal matters may intensify, so serve with humility, be patient, and it will work out for you at the end, okay? Be strong, be patient, be consistent, be disciplined. Also, office politics or toxic colleagues may reappear at this time. Again, don't fall for these traps. Don't lower down to their level. Stay strong, stay disciplined, stay consistent. And any digestive issues or back pain may flare up again with this. So we want to take care of our health deeply during this time with this Saturn retrograde. Now let's see your final messages for Libra, for Saturn going retrograde. In Saturn going retrograde for Libra, and we have, yes, conscious consumer. This is what it wants you to understand. Like, what are you consuming? What are you eating? What are you doing on a daily basis? The consumptions, like what we do on a daily basis, our habits of what we consume. We consume media, we consume food, we consume like anything. And so become more conscious of your consumption, become more conscious of how you spend your money, become more conscious of what you're absorbing on a daily basis, because this is what builds your health and what builds your illnesses as well. There's a windfall of abundance for those of you who have been working hard on your health and who have been really doing this work. There's going to be a windfall of abundance that comes your way. Open up to it. Great things are going to happen here for you. And also save your money. Do not spend, do not just impulsively spend. Because it's aspecting this 12th house of losses, you can easily may have to pay some things and unexpectedly. So keep your savings strong, keep your savings up, and try to save as much as you possibly can, my beautiful, beautiful Libra. Those were your messages, Libra. Come and join us at Saturn Retrograde Reset, a 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. You can book your spot in the description here below. Today. Those were your messages, my beautiful Libra. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you would like a personal reading, then definitely book one today in the description here below. Those were your messages. I hope you like them, and if you did, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what is your intentions for this Saturn going retrograde. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this Saturn going retrograde. And for you, Saturn is retrograding in your 5th house of creativity, French children, your mantra chanting, and also your intelligence. This is a powerful placement that has been trying to help you to revive your passion, to take your creative expression seriously, to become more solid in your intelligence and in your mantra chanting, and also to help you mature through your children. So this Saturn retrograde is actually going to be very beneficial for you, especially if you want to reconnect to a past lover or rekindle your romantic relationship with your current partner. This is also a great time to revisit any sort of unfinished creative projects, especially if they have been going very slow, it's been delayed, they have not been moving as fast as you want them to move. Like, this Saturn retrograde is going to help you finish them. It's going to help you get them done, and to take your creative projects very seriously as well. There might even be some of you guys who even did a startup and it slowed down and it didn't really get accomplished. This Saturn return is going to help, retrograde is going to help you to finish and to really get this off the ground. So this is a very, very good time. Also, for those of you who've been trying to conceive and it has been difficult, Saturn retrograde is going to make it a lot easier. If for those of you who have been having issues with your children, it's been very difficult, it's been very karmic, they've been very difficult to handle. You may have to put more discipline in them at this time. Saturn now going retrograde is going to start alleviating this relationship between the both of you, helping you to create a good dynamic of child and parent where you are the authority and the child respects you. So here Saturn is really helping you with this. Now the third aspect of Saturn is on the 7th house. So it is a very strong time of karmic relationships. And Saturn in the 5th house has been teaching you that you cannot put all your happiness in your partner. You have to learn to create your own happiness with your own passions, your own projects, and your own things. And that this is a healthy thing in a relationship. Now, it's not just about love and romance. It is also about commitment and how you really commit to a partner, long-term business partner or love partner. So your partnership dialogues are going to require a lot of maturity at this time. It wants you to become more mature in your communication with your partner and how you handle your partner and how you handle each other, the dynamics between each other, that they're not in this insecure or immature energy, but that it actually transforms it. So very, very important time for partnerships. Be very cautious with your communication. Be very cautious in the way that you are expressing yourself to your partner, and make sure that you are being mature, and that's going to really strengthen your relationship. So all contracts or old clients may return at this time needing some closure, needing your help. So that's also going to be something beneficial at this time. This is also a time where you're going to find deeper happiness, because it's moving towards the 4th house. We're going to find a deeper happiness through your creative projects and through your commitments and relationships. It wants you to deepen that connection and to truly find some genuine happiness in the both of you and in your life. Now, there's also some karmic, we also have the 7th aspect happening here on the 11th house. So when Saturn is aspecting the 11th house, this is the house of gains through discipline and not shortcuts. That's what Saturn wants you to do. Like, you want to make more gains, we got to stay disciplined, we got to work, we got to show up, we got to work hard, not expect everything to happen immediately. And that is how you're going to start gaining more gains and more results in your dreams and aspirations naturally. Also, having more mature friendships and collaborations at this time are going to be more beneficial than anything else. Now, karmic dues that may happen is that maybe some past friendships or past relationships and collaborations may demand some repayment, may demand for you to, put attention to that. So just know that some of those things may come back from the past if they were unfinished businesses, if you owe money to these people or things like this. Now, the 10th aspect that is happening with Saturn is also happening in your 2nd house of money, family, and values. So there is this very interesting combination of your sense of creativity, yourself, your expression, your romance, your children, your family is also growing, and your partnerships and commitments are also maturing, while at the same time it's like, who's your associations, and all of these things are going to bring more gains and more prosperity in your life. So when it's aspecting the 2nd house, your financial structure, your speech, and your diet need discipline. Be very disciplined with how you eat, why you eat, and how you're eating. Very, very important. That could be the first way to heal this energy. Make sure that your financial situation is also structured in a good way, that you are working on your earning power, that you are saving your money, that you're being secure, and that you're being intelligent with the way that you spend your money. This is also a time for you to strengthen your speech, become more of an authority in what you are doing or what you do, and that you are mature in the way that you express yourself. And also your diet. Now, many of these things can definitely also get healed through creative expression. So creative expression can heal your speech. Creative expression can heal family karma, family issues. Creative expression can heal your family. Being more disciplined with your children can heal your family and your family values. And being more disciplined with your creative energies can also heal your financial life. So there is something here connecting your sense of expression and passion, that it can also heal a lot of your insecurities with money, with earning power, family, and also your financial life. Very, very powerful. There is also this energy of investing in legacy instead of just pleasure. Investing on something that you're creating instead of just like frivolous spending on pleasure-seeking things. And it is very advisable for you to do this, that you spend more on a long-term commitment or a long-term growth that you want to do for your passions than just immediate pleasure, like going out and drinking and doing drugs and going to a party. That is going to be more beneficial during the Saturn retrograde. Also, relationships with children may need patience. And they need discipline, but they also need patience from yourself. So you're in a growth spurt. Be patient with them. The more patient, more mature equanimous, the more they're going to be able to truly learn and feel safe with you. Student life or teaching work may be in a little bit of a slowdown at this time. Do not give up. Keep moving forward. If you work with mantra chanting, this is a time where you're going to see more benefit of your mantra chanting. If you haven't had the time to chant, this is a great time where you're going to be able to see more dedication and discipline with your chanting. You can definitely heal ancestral karma through your expression. So make sure that you are, really tackling that creative energy, because it can really help you to transform your life deeply. Now, let's look a little bit deeper into your messages. What are some other messages for Scorpio for this Saturn retrograde for Scorpio? And we have blessings in disguise. So at this time, we may see hardships, difficulties, issues, problems, obstacles, anything that would seem like something is difficult in our lives. It could actually be a blessing in disguise. And this could be the time when the Saturn goes retrograde that you start understanding, it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get that opportunity. It was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get to do that. It was a blessing in disguise that I was rejected in that. You will be able to see it when Saturn goes retrograde. Have confidence. Have confidence in your abilities, in your passions, in your self-expression, in yourself. This is what it's trying to build. It's a sense of self-confidence for you to meet the right people, for you to have this high self-esteem, and for you to have good relationships where you don't have this sort of inhibitedness, but you have this sense of self-expression in a way that is not arrogant, but in a way that is very secure and solid in your self-esteem. And last but not least, let your past go. That is that energy of Saturn moving towards the fourth house, that it wants you to let go of the past, let go of, but in the past I tried and it didn't work. In the past I tried to go for my dreams and it didn't work. And in the past I tried to have a good relationship and marriage and commitment and it didn't work. In the past I tried to make money, but it didn't work. Like, let go of the past. Forgive yourself for what you think you did and did not do, and allow yourself to move forward towards the future with more confidence. All right. So those are your messages, my beautiful Scorpio. I highly suggest that you come and join us for the Saturn retrograde reset, a 2-hour workshop, live workshop I'm going to be doing. You can book your spot in the description here below. I have limited spots. We would love to see you. And if you would like to have a personal reading by me, then you can also book one in the description here below. Those were your messages, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like it, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what are your intentions for this Saturn going retrograde. And now we're going to be doing Sagittarius signs. Welcome, Sagittarius. This is for your Saturn going retrograde. And for you, my beautiful Saggy, Saturn going retrograde is happening in your fourth house of family, mother, maternal matters, real estate, home life, your private sector, and your happiness. Saturn here has really been trying to help you to overcome the past, overcome mother wounds, overcome family issues, overcome home issues. You could have been experiencing home delays, home issues if you're renovating, selling, or anything like this. But it's definitely a time to really dig deep into your foundation of emotional stability and to really create a more strong emotional foundation of stability for yourself. And you could have been experiencing a little bit more of a heaviness of heart. It's becoming a little bit more difficult to maybe reach for joy and happiness. And what's happening here is that Saturn wants you to clear out any emotional wounds from childhood, from your inner child, from deep trauma from the past that you could have been experiencing or that you're still holding on to. So this is a time that really is seeking its attention. Saturn moving retrograde is going to almost expose it and make it resurface at this time. So do not, get distressed, but just know that this is like the time to heal these relationships with family so that you can have a more emotional stability and groundedness. Now, the third aspect that is happening here is happening in your sixth house of health routines, health, nutrition, your employment, debts, and your enemies. So all these things need to be revised. How are you doing on a daily basis? How you're taking care of your health? How you're taking care of your routines? Are these routines healthy for you? Are you going to sleep early? Are you waking up early? Are you working out? Are you eating well? Are you taking care of the miscellaneous things in your life? These things need to be revised. These things need to get in order. And if there's unemployment, then this is a time where it's like we need to put this in order as well, if this is something that is happening. Now, all diseases or work conflicts may arise also at this time if they have not been taken care of. So just know that if there's conflicts happening, it's because they need to be addressed. If there's health issues happening, it's because these things need to be addressed. And all of these things can be directly attached to the somatic karma, the somatic nervous system trauma that you could have been carrying from childhood, from your inner child, or from the past. So that's why Saturn is trying to dig at this core so that it's able to get healed as best as possible. Now the 7th aspect is happening in your 10th house. So it is also not just, looking at your private sector and your family and your home life, but it's also directly aspecting your career, your purpose in life, and your image and reputation in the world. So when we have these career obligations may start returning, there might be some karmic debts that we have to pay to career. Are we really going towards our purpose in life? Are we really addressing what we came here to do? Are we taking ourselves seriously? How is our relationship with authority figures? Are we, taking care of those authority figures, like making good, solid relationships with authority figures? So there is some karma energy going on here with career at the same time. Be patient. Understand that some career changes need to start happening so that we can build a better foundation for your life and for your growth naturally. You may need to redo some public responsibilities or roles. You may need to redo some sort of reputation that you have with career. So don't distress yourself about this. You can redo it and do it in a way that is way better. It doesn't mean that you have lost or that you failed. It just means that things need to be reestablished when it comes to your status and career. Now, the 10th aspect is happening in the 1st house in yourself, my beautiful Sagittarius. So Saturn is aspecting you, and there's 3 Kendra houses here that are being turned on for you, which means that a lot of your basis of your life is being transformed. If it's your home that is being transformed, maybe some of you guys are changing residencies, wanting to move, going to a new place. Career is also transforming. Career is also going through a transformation. You yourself are also going through something wonderfully powerful, where life wants you to overcome a lower aspect of yourself. And it wants you to really step up into a higher version of who you are. So this is a daily practice. This is why it's also aspecting the 6th house. It's a daily practice that we need to do, Sagittarius, for your health, for how you're showing up on a daily basis. This is going to transform your body, nutrition-wise and health-wise, and in your routines. And that is going to help you to become more emotionally strong, to transform this past ancestral wounds and karmas. And all of that will also help you to ascend to a higher level of your career. So with this aspect on the 1st house, which is your self-image, your health, and your personal maturity, is going to be the main focus here. So just know that you are being polished by Saturn, and you are going through a growth spurt at this time. When Saturn goes retrograde, it's going to start showing you how far you have come. But stay disciplined, stay diligent, and know that the maturity is still going here for you, which is also helping you to become a better version of yourself naturally. So we need to really adopt this disciplined life in home, work life, and also in the self and your daily routines. And as long as you do this, Saturn is going to give you some very good results in many aspects of your life, that by the time that is done, it might even give you some amazing new beginnings. Very, very important. Now, we also have here land and property disputes may reappear. Land and property issues may reappear. If you've been dealing with some issues at the home, issues with the structure of the home, they need attention. Take care of these things. Do not ignore them. Make sure that you're taking care of your home. The maintenance of the home is very, very important, that you're doing this when Saturn is in the 4th house. Do not neglect these things. Also, a chance to serve the mother or an older woman karmically. So this can be a healing tool. This can be a remedy for you, taking care of your mother, or taking care of a motherly figure, or taking care of a woman who's a mother. That is going to help you to really ascend and to really heal many aspects of your life. So this is not the time to have mother animosity, mother anger. This is not the time to have any of these wounds come up at this time. And at the end, what Saturn really wants you to really think about is where your true emotional security lies. With who and how can you create a stronger sense of emotional security? That's the gift of what Saturn wants to give you in the energies of the 4th house. So take care of that. Ask yourself those questions. Now let's see what are some other messages that we have here for Saturn going retrograde for Sagittarius. Saturn going retrograde for Sagittarius. And the focus is going to be like surrender, low self-esteem. That's why we want to focus on the body, transforming the body, your emotional security, your sense of belonging. Your self-esteem also can affect your work and how you show up in your profession. So this is a time to release this low self-esteem, any remnants of low self-esteem, of not feeling good enough, problems with self-love, relationships, abundance, to release these and replace them with something healthier at this time. Also, surrender your fear of intimacy, to, see deep into yourself. See deep into your past and your inner child. See deep into your flaws, and at the same time be vulnerable enough to share them with somebody else, to not try to show up perfect and in control of everything, and also to help you connect deeper into a relationship. That's why Jupiter's in the 8th house, really helping you with this. So the more vulnerable you are, the more you seek healing, and the more you seek this intimacy, the more better results you're going to be getting also with Saturn at the same time. And also surrender your idea that you can fix someone. You are naturally somebody who motivates others and who's there to kind of uplift others, but this is a time to really focus on you and to allow others to uplift you, Sagittarius, if you're always the one doing that work for them. So surrender the idea that you can fix someone, especially your mother, your family, and understand that everybody has to be responsible for their own personal healing. Everybody has to be responsible for what they're doing in their life and their wounds, and you cannot heal them. You cannot heal for them. So that is going to also help you to refocus your energies on yourself, as it should. Alrighty, my beautiful Sagittarius, those were your messages. Come and join us at the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a live 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. I have limited spots, so definitely book your spot. In the description here below, you will find the link. And if you want a personal reading by me, then I highly suggest that you book a consultation with me in the description here below as well. Those were your messages, Saggy. If you like them, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments what is your intentions for this powerful new energy of Saturn going retrograde. Now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this Saturn going retrograde. And this is going to be an important shift for you because Saturn is your planet that naturally rules you. And Saturn in the 3rd house is actually a great benefit as well. Saturn in the 3rd house is helping you to become more courageous, to really take yourself seriously. Saturn is truly working on your mindset and arranging it in a way for you to become the most successful person you can possibly become. And all of this needs to happen before Rahu gets into your sign. Because once Rahu goes into your sign next year, that's when the energy is like it's go time. So Saturn here is really trying to wire you for success, especially mentally. And it's really trying to make you mentally strong, courageous, sober-minded, and to help you to really see and take yourself very seriously of your skills, and to know that you can be a self-made person, but you really need to put the effort in it. So you may fear failure. This, especially for Saturn, for Capricorns, this is usually something that can happen, like a fear of failure, a fear of success. And this is a time that is going to be where this wound may be felt. And the whole healing is going to happen by you staying disciplined, by you persisting slowly to your goals, and understanding that You will get there one day, and to not be defeated by delays and to not be defeated by slow moving progress. Also, the third aspect here, this is also testing your self-esteem because it's now moving and looking at the second house. So it's also trying to strengthen your self-esteem through this determination and tenacious energy and training. It's a training of tenaciousness and of determination. The third aspect that is happening here is in your fifth house. So these two houses are houses of learning, are houses of intellect, are houses of your mental growth and mental capacity, mental expression, communication, and self-expression. So discipline in romance, discipline with your children, discipline with education, discipline with your self-expression. Okay, so if some of you guys are doing some sort of project, if it's a creative project, or if it's a project with children, or if it's a startup, or if it's a business, this is a time where like you need to educate yourself. Be disciplined with education. You need to educate your children, and you need to be disciplined with your growth and your consistency and your efforts and your courage to make these things grow. Very, very important time for all of this. At the same time, any sort of past creative pursuits that you were trying to accomplish or finish, they're going to get reignited. You're going to finally be able to finish these things. Really take advantage of this energy to just tackle these things that you have not finished. This is one of the signature things of Capricorn, is like finish what you started. So this is the time where Saturn is giving you an opportunity to finally finish what you started and to not procrastinate this anymore. At the same time, the seventh aspect that is happening here is on the ninth house of travels, gurus, teachers, higher education. So another education house, another house of the intellect of growth. Now this is higher education, licensing, certifications, diplomas. So here this might go through some delays, but again, don't give up. Stay consistent. Stay courageous. Keep moving forward. This is a great time for you to truly advance through educating yourself. So if there's some courses, education, things that can actually help you to advance in your career and your destiny, this is definitely the time to go for them, my beautiful Capricorn. So there could be some delays in travels. There could be some delays in legalities. There could be some delays in visas and residencies. And there could also be a time for you to truly take very seriously your spiritual growth. Seriously, your rituals, your daily practices, your spiritual practices, your prayer, your gratitude. Okay, be serious about creating a mental construct of beliefs that are empowering you, that are making you feel better, instead of and get rid of any self-limiting beliefs that are keeping you down and slow. Like really expand your mind and create this positivity, grateful mind that is going to help you to really become a better version of yourself. Now, here you have a chance to rebuild your dharma with Saturn's discipline. So if there's a calling that you have, a calling, a duty, a responsibility, this is the perfect time for you to rebuild this, for you to structure it, for you to be disciplined with these things, and you will get amazing results if you take this very seriously. At the same time, the 10th aspect that we have here is actually happening in the 12th house of foreign lands, dream world, and the subconscious mind. So all of this is going through a cleanse. What we say, what we believe, is what creates our subconscious. The words that we choose, the communication that we say, and what creates the mental constructs and the indoctrination or the conditioning or the programming then gets very embedded in our subconscious self. So here we have an opportunity, my beautiful Capricorn, to totally transform your subconscious self. Like this is a whole thing of like intellect transformation, how you see yourself, to raise your vibration in the vision that you have, and to let go of the self-limiting beliefs, the mental constructs that are negative, the pessimism, the criticism, and especially if they have been embedded in your subconscious self. This is a time for this subconscious cleanse. This is the time to finally get rid of those bad habits, addictions, anything that's been holding you back at this time. So any sort of energies with the dream world. The dream world is really talking to you at this time. The subconscious cleanse is very important. So make sure that you're doing your sadhana, your practices, your spiritual practices are going to be very beneficial, especially if they are connected to some sort of religion or philosophy or ritual or lifestyle that you are also implementing. All of these things will help you to cleanse that mind. Mantra chanting with the fifth house also can help you to cleanse that mind. So make sure that you are doing your mantra chanting. That could really help you overall in everything for this Saturn. Any karmic ties with siblings or neighbors may need a final settlement. There could be some delays with any foreign travels. So, it's not going to be forever. And learning new skills from the past bring slow lasting rewards. So there might be a time where you wake up to some past life mastery that you had, and you're now going back into studying it, revising it, reopening yourself up to this, and that could really give you some lasting results. But right now, it's all about the effort, it's all about putting the energy, it's all about the courage, and it's all about the determination and the consistency that you can put. So it's not going to be something that comes fast. Publishing, speaking, or writing may face delays, but gain structure. Okay, so there is going to be a possibility here for you to be able to gain any public speaking or any publishing or any writings. They might move slow, but you're going to perfection this writing, you're going to perfection the speaking, you're going to really be able to gain an amazing structure of this that is going to be very beneficial, especially by the time that Saturn starts moving forward. You're going to see that things will start moving very, very fast for you. Now let's see a little bit more messages for you, my beautiful Capricorn, when it comes to Saturn retrograde. Capricorn, Saturn retrograde, Capricorn, Saturn retrograde. And we have joy. Through this whole thing, it is so important that as you're cleansing your mind from the subconscious, that as you're cleansing your thoughts, that as you're cleansing your belief systems, put joy. Add joy. Add joy in the determination, in the endurance, in what you're doing. Add joy to it. Don't let it be this this tedious thing I have to do again. No, joy. I get to do this. I get to learn. I get to go to school. I get to learn this new course. I get to do my mantra chanting. I get to do these things. And as you implement more joy in your mind, this is going to be very beneficial for you. A shower of abundance is also coming to you. If you've been worrying a lot about money, this is going to be changing very soon for you. I do see that abundance and prosperity will be coming. So there is a shower of abundance that is coming to you, Capricorn. And law of attraction. This is all about your mindset, your perception, vibrating at the vibration of your dreams and your aspirations. And that is what's being cleansed, that your mind is vibrating at that your subconscious is vibrating at that your belief systems are vibrating at that, and that you are implementing that joy on a daily basis and your passions on it. So you're going through a recalibration of your vibe and what you're attracting at this time. Alrighty, Capricorn, those were your messages. Come and join us for the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a live 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. If you would like to have a spot, definitely book your spot in the description here below. I have limited spots. And if you would like to have a personal reading by me, then definitely book a consultation in the description here below. Those were your messages, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope you like them. Give me a like and a hype if you did. And let me know in the comments, what is your intention for this Saturn going retrograde? Now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this Saturn going retrograde. And Saturn will be retrograding in your second house of money, finances, speech, family values. And you have been going through a big growth in your confidence and in your self-esteem that Saturn has been trying to teach you here. Saturn is your ruling planet, and so this is definitely going to be felt by you. Saturn here has been trying to teach you about security, how to build not just financial security externally, but also inner security with your self-esteem and your confidence in yourself. Saturn has also been teaching you a lot about your speech, how you communicate, and how you consume. So is your consumption of money or consumption of food, like how you spend your money, how you consume your time, how you consume food, all of these things can be affecting your self-esteem naturally. What do you attach your self-esteem to? All of these things are coming into the surface, and they're going to be raised to question when Saturn goes retrograde. Now, rigid money mindsets must be updated. Any sort of money lack mentalities, money issues, mental issues with money need to be revised at this time. Saturn wants you to overcome this lack mentality, these self-limiting beliefs around money, or the bad relationship that you may have around money. This is a time to create a healthier version of this. Now, we also have here a third aspect that is happening in the fourth house for you. And so this is everything that has to do with mother, past energy from your past home life, and also any essential things for your life, your happiness, your emotional security, your foundations in life, your real estate. And so all of these things need more discipline at this time. You need to be disciplined with your home life. You need to be disciplined with your mother. You need to be disciplined with your family life. And this is directly connected. The second house and the fourth house are both about family. So even though there is a lot of self-centeredness and an independent self, it is telling you that you as a whole also has a responsibility to your family, to your home life, and to the duties that your family has also brought upon you, like your ancestors. So very important time to not neglect the home, not neglect things that need to get maintenance in the home, not neglect your mother, not neglect your family, not neglect your home matters. They would give you very good results if you do put energy into these things and try to heal them and make them better. Now, healing relationships with mother and past life, past issues, your past childhood wounds, inner child wounds, all of this is going to be greatly beneficial for you, my beautiful Aquarius, and it's going to help you to become more confident in yourself naturally. So this is the time to do it. Now, the seventh aspect that we have here is happening in the eighth house. So another very important part of your chart, which deals not just with your past life, with your past and your emotional security of your inner child, but now we're going into your psyche. Now we're going into your secrets, into your shadow self, into your inner demons. And Saturn is saying, if we want you to become more confident, you have to forgive your parents, you have to forgive your family, you have to take responsibility of family matters, and you also have to heal your psychology. What is there? Mental illnesses, restlessness, anxiety, fears, shame, guilt. Any of these things cannot live on if you really want to step into the best version, more confident part of yourself. So massive transformations making you vulnerable are really showing up here for you. Any therapy, any readings with me, or any healing that you currently do, somatic healing, especially for your nervous system, so that you can overcome these traumas, could be fantastic for you. These hidden fears, losses, or inheritances, problems with inheritances are going to resurface with this Saturn going retrograde. Now, psychological transformation is meant to happen here, and it's almost like unavoidable. Either life forces you or forces you. So be proactive towards these changes, and then life is not going to have to surprise you so harshly to teach you these lessons and for you to make that 180-degree turn in your life. Now, the 10th aspect that is happening here for our beautiful energy of Saturn retrograde is happening in your 11th house of gains, of friendships, collaborations, and your dreams and aspirations. So this is this is telling you that you're only going to be gaining money through karmic service and hard work. So don't expect a big win. Don't expect an easy win. Don't expect a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a time to really work hard and discipline and consistent. And through this sort of karmic service that you're going to be doing, that's how you're going to be able to make more gains in your life. So very, very powerful. Also, what are your associations, who you're hanging out with? Make sure that you're associating with older people than you. That is going to be more beneficial for you, Aquarius. More mature people that you can really count on and that you can look up to. That is going to be a great benefit for you, my beautiful Aquarius, and it's going to give you better results in your life. Now, There is also a family legacy here that we have to take care of, or traditions of your family or old values are going to be challenged at this time. And it's trying to show you what you really value in life, and if negating these values are actually going to help you to move forward or not. So it is a time to revise the values that your family has given you, and not just like reject them all in the name of innovation, but like look into them and see what is the gift that these old values really have. Because Saturn is a very traditional planet, and it wants you to also take on this tradition yourself, and it will benefit you. It is not a matter of so much innovation, and it's trying to show you that there is some old values that definitely can benefit you in your life. Financial planning becomes a karmic necessity. Do not spend thriftily. Like, be cautious with your money. Save your money. That is going to give you better results in your life. Avoid harsh speech. Avoid criticism. Avoid judgment. Avoid being, any harsh speech to yourself or others. And because this could really have a very, very bad karmic backlash at this time. And really take care of your eating habits. Eat well. Consume well. Don't eat things that are not going to be beneficial for you just so that they're fast and quick. This may also give you repercussions that you may have to pay later. Now let us look a little bit deeper into your messages here, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius for this Saturn retrograde? Aquarius for Saturn retrograde. Aquarius for Saturn retrograde. And we have, a raise and a promotion. Great. So this Saturn retrograde may give, if you've been working really, really hard, I see that you're going to start seeing some great results in your finances. Don't spend them so fast. Make sure that you're saving that. Also, release jealousy. That is that aspect to the 8th house. Release the envy, release the jealousy, release comparing yourself to other people. Release, others are doing it and I'm not doing it, or they're doing it and I can't do it. If they can do it, so can you. Celebrate other people's wins. And don't compare yourself. Comparing yourself is going to destroy your self-esteem. So it's not a matter of comparing. It's a matter of being inspired by those people who are succeeding. And blocks and obstacles are now being lifted for you. So it seems like Saturn going retrograde is actually going to open up the ability for you to flow better with your finances, and for things to get a little bit more smoother and less karmic for you. Just stay disciplined, stay mature, and you're going to get some really, really good results. Alrighty, Aquarius, those were your messages. Come and join us at the Saturn Retrograde Reset, a live 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. And you can book your spot in the description here below. I have limited spots, so get one now. And if you would like for me to give you a personal reading, then definitely book one in the description here below as well. These are your messages, my beautiful Aquarius. If you like them, make sure to give me a like and a hype, and let me know in the comments, what is your intention for this Saturn going retrograde? Now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this powerful Saturn going retrograde. And Saturn is going retrograde in your sign. So this has been a major personal growth. Saturn is really polishing you, really polishing your growth, your identity, yourself, your image, your reputation. And it has been a karmic thing. Some of you guys could have been feeling it in your physical bodies. Some of you guys could have been feeling it in your reputation, and some of you guys could be feeling like that heaviness of life, saying time to grow up, things are not easy, and we need to make sacrifices at this time. So Saturn here doesn't want to just torture you to death. It wants you to really have a deep self-reevaluation about yourself, about how you carry yourself, about your tendencies, your attitudes, your perception, how you present yourself to the world. And it wants you to really mature. That is the gift that Saturn wants to give you, mature in many aspects of your life and to really step into a higher version of yourself. And so Saturn has been giving you all of this. Now that it's going to start moving retrograde, it's going to start looking at that 12th house, and it's going to be saying like, okay, do we still have to let go of some things? Are we still in this purging period of, recognizing that I need to change certain things about myself, so I must let them go? Saturn now is also going to alleviate a little bit of that karmic pain. And if there's still some sort of immaturity in your personality, in your identity, this is a time where it's going to resurface very easily for you to be able to address it. The third aspect that we have here is happening in the third house of communication, your efforts and your courage and your siblings. And so any problems that may be happening around these things may return. But all of this is trying to show you that in order for you to become a better version of yourself, we must have courage. We must have this courage, and we must put effort on ourselves, on our image, on our bodies, on our healing, on our reputation. Nobody else can do this work for us. We have to really address it ourselves. Writing and speaking and your daily journaling, all of these things are going to help you to actually gain more of a sense of courage for yourself. And Saturn is really looking at what the efforts that you're doing. So this is not the time to procrastinate. And you are known for being the sort of procrastinator in the chart, in the zodiac. So you cannot, play aloof and procrastinate and kind of be like in this sort of, I'm going with the flow, let's see how I feel. Like, no, Saturn is looking at you saying, are you going to put effort today? Even when you don't feel like it? Are you going to put effort into yourself, into your work, into your image, into your body? This is something that needs consistency, and it's not something that needs inspiration. It's something that needs discipline. So those are the things that are coming right under this, the energy of Saturn going retrograde. We also have the seventh aspect happening in your seventh house. So as you are transforming into a more mature version of yourself, your relationships are also transforming. You may start realizing, like, I don't want to really commit to people that are bogus or that are flaky or that are not responsible or that are not at a level that I admire. I want to commit myself to people that are going to be serious about me, that are going to be responsible with my heart, whether they are marriage or whether they are a business partner. So these things are also very, very important. And it wants you to bring like a long-term clarity to your commitments at this time. That you're not just, hanging out with whoever and whatever, but that you're hanging out and committing yourself and giving yourself and your time to those people that you really see for a long-term relationship. The spouse, if you have a spouse, may appear a little bit cold, may appear a little bit like detached. This is just the nature of Saturn, really kind of helping you focus more on yourself, or your business partner may also show up like this. However, this is the time where soul contracts are going to unfold for you. So if you're single, a soul contract with a partner that is supposed to be with you for a very long time may unfold for you, or a business partner that is meant to be with you for a long time is going to unfold for you. Now, the 10th aspect that Saturn has here is going to be happening in your 10th house. So we have 3 Kendra houses turning on that Saturn is aspecting it. And this is really shifting the core of your life, Pisces. Not just of yourself, but your relationships. And these 2 things are going to shape your career, your purpose in life, and what you came here to do. So it requires serious realignment. What are you doing with yourself? What is your job? What is your career? What is your purpose in life? These things need realignment. Wherever you are, if you are in the process of a great business that you've always had, this could be the time to realign that business to make it go to the next level. For those of you who are already don't have a career, then this is the moment to really take it seriously and move towards those things so that you can get some better results. But the time has come for this real alignment with your purpose in life, and to be serious about it as you become more serious about yourself. So take responsibility for your public image, take responsibility for your physical image, take responsibility for how you come across, your reputation, and what you want people to really feel. This is a time to really elevate the image of professionalism out in the world so people take you seriously. Okay? This is a time to weight off karma that may felt in your body and mind. So if there has been abuse of the body, abuse of the mind, not neglecting the body, neglecting the mind, this could be the time where you're now like, oh, I didn't take care of myself. Now I have to pay the price. I have to start taking care of myself. So as long as you take responsibility and discipline, Saturn is going to definitely help you at this time. It's the excellent time for any yogic practices, especially doing yoga. That's going to keep you flexible. That's going to keep you strong. Stay disciplined with some physical activity. Okay. Also a great time for fasting, or a great time to do a lot of self-study. This is going to elevate you, and it's going to definitely pay off at this time. You are going to emerge stronger, wiser, and more grounded than ever before, even though it could feel like an intense growth that is happening here. But Saturn is definitely going to help you if you become friends with Saturn as well. So now let's look a little bit deeper into your messages. What are some messages that we have for Saturn? For Pisces, for the Saturn retrograde for Pisces. Child. Okay, so Jupiter is in your 5th house. Those of you who have children, this is really helping you to get to a new level of maturity. Those of you who don't have children, working with children, maybe there is this feelings of wanting children, can really help you to ascend to a higher level of maturity, can really help you to ascend to something greater. This is a time for that could be an amazing sort of growth to adulthood, is becoming a mother, becoming a father. And if you are not ready for this, it's like, start seeing it in your future. This is a mature outlook in life. Okay, that is not just about you and your own health and your own selfishness and your own thing, but that it's good to also procreate and to let a child really mature you to levels that you never thought you could. If you already have children, your children are also helping you with this. What do you desire? So this is the big personal growth of who I am. What am I doing? What do I want from life? What is the partnership that I want? So no more floatiness, no more living in la la land, no more like this, let's just go with the flow where life takes me. No. Time for you to really assess, what do you want, Pisces? What do you want? What do you desire? What are you going for? And to know that you can make those things happen. And we also have focus on service. That is part of your career here, focusing on service, okay? Focusing on service, that as you serve something, that is going to naturally serve you back. And that is how you'll be able to become a better version of yourself as well. Alrighty, Pisces, those were your messages for this Saturn going retrograde. I really hope that they help. And I highly suggest that you come and join us for Saturn Retrograde Reset, a live 2-hour workshop I'm going to be hosting on August 1st. You can book your spot in the description here below and come and join us. And those were your messages, my beautiful Pisces. If you want a personal reading, then also book one in the description here below. Thank you so much for being here, my beautiful Pisces. I hope that they help. And if you like these messages, make sure to give me a like and a hype. And let me know in the comments, what is your intention for this Saturn going retrograde? Thank you so much to all my brothers and sisters for being here. Thank you so much for all the likes, the hypes, and the comments. Truly appreciate you so much. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.